Hello. Okay, so I have never done a LinkedIn live, just like a random LinkedIn live. And today I said, you know what? You've got to get out of your own way and you just need to come and talk to people. So, hey, y'all. We are discussing LinkedIn targeting and specifically what you need to do to help your company get clients on LinkedIn. My name is Chanel Rose. I have over 15 years in sales and visibility. And when I tell y'all I have sold everything, that's not an exaggeration. I've basically sold everything. Let's see, I've sold hot dogs. I had like a 1 day stint in Mary Kay, but I did sell some. What else have I sold? Oh, investments. I've done a little bit of real estate, dibbling, dabbling. I've sold, oh man, a lot of digital products. That's courses, ebooks, checklists. What else? Man, you name it, I probably have my hand in it. I really love helping people understand value and assign value. So that is why I'm here because I've heard so many people recently saying, I want more, I want better, I deserve more. Now is my time. But there's something missing over and over again. And it doesn't matter if the client has a PhD or the client just graduated college or just as somebody in the gym, it always lands the same place. People just lack clarity. If you lack clarity, you lack that gumption to take that first step. You're concerned about failure and risk. And guess what? It ain't that deep, right? Like I take risk every day. And all roads don't lead to your final destination. And the good news is that when you've reached the end, it's very clear and you have to make a choice. So you've reached the end of that uncertainty. You've reached the end of that fear. And I am here to prove to you that today is the day that you can start off. We're going to do a quick live. My goal is to do this 10 minutes, I believe, is what I set myself up for. And I'm going to do some parts. I'm going to show up for you guys in probably over 2 or 3 days and give you what you need. Please note, if you want to support me and continue to do this, I need your help. I need you to buy my book on pre-order, but I'm not even going to tell you about the book yet because I'm going to prove to you that I'm worthy of your investment. I'm worthy of receiving your money. Let's get going. So you're on LinkedIn and you're here and you're like, oh, people are doing business, but your business is not getting revenue. It's not getting the bottom line. Your content is cool. People are engaging. And so you get those endorphins and that spike that tells you you're doing something right, but no calls booked. Nobody's responding to your DMs. And you're like, wait a minute. I thought I was your friend. Why don't you want to buy from me? Okay. Typically, I would tell you to better understand your buyer personality. But I have come to realize that you guys are mostly in the buyer personality phase of your business, meaning the ideal customer profile, but you lack certainty of how to search for your ideal client. So I'm going to make it plain for you because I like y'all. Y'all are people. Number one, if you're serious about creating sales on LinkedIn, I am going to strongly encourage that you get Sales Navigator. Now, I know it's like $99 a month, and that's probably risky to you. That's the word I'll use. And so you've convinced yourself you could just do it on a free version, and you can. Here's the truth, okay? If you're just getting started, you need to be growing your audience every day. And because content is designed to create engagement and it doesn't necessarily convert people to sales, you have to find a way to get more eyes on your content, more eyes to engage with, more people to message. Because if you've been around 100 people as followers and connections, you've exhausted them, okay? 200, 300, 400, 500 every day. You should be saying, who haven't I tried to help yet? Who haven't I signed up to make their life better? Who hasn't gotten my tailored luxury experience? Who deserves to have a better life and I can make sure it happens? That should be your attitude every single time. You should be focusing on adding value and maxing out value for every single situation that you touch. So now that you understand where your maximum value is, okay, your MV. People use MV for other ways. I prefer to use it this way. It makes me feel good. It makes me feel effective and needed and necessary and important and responsible and accountable. I feel very connected to my community because I claim them. Y'all my people, right? That's why I'm here today. So I'm going to look at my screen. I've created a checklist. It is a 6-page checklist. And here's what I want you to do, okay? I want you to, first of all, look inward, okay? And I'm going to raise my hand because I just did this and I found some things that needed to be better. Number one, your headshot, okay? We love a good duck lip, okay? We love a little mysterious under the hat. This is not Instagram, y'all. People want to see you. They want to experience your presence. And so you need to have lighting that's proper. I know I'm a little dark over here, but I even went about this little light. So look, without this light, look at how much darker it is. I added this light because it does illuminate. Okay, so you want to have a well-lit photo. And if you don't know how to edit photos, you can find somebody on Fiverr for $5 or less. Have them edit your photo. Make sure that it's who you are today. Not 5 years ago, not 10 years ago, not 15 years ago. And I know a lot of people put, their family now on LinkedIn, love it, more of it. However, unless your family is going to be who they're doing business with, like indirectly doing business with, you are selling an experience. So make sure that your profile picture is easy to see. It matches the business, and that does not your logo, okay? LinkedIn supports and endorses people on the profile picture. I see a lot of, lately, I've seen a lot of people kissing on their profile picture. I love, team love. The thing about that is, though, people can't see your gorgeous face. We want to see you. So make sure that we can see you clearly on your profile picture. 2, your about me is not about you. It's about superfluous things. It's about things like goals, right? It's about the job description. I get it. Here's what you can do really quickly for free. I don't want to stay here. You can take your about me that makes you proud, that identifies what you do as an employee or as a business. I want you to put your resume in there. Okay. Also, step 1, your about me. Put that in ChatGPT. Add in your resume. Add in the biography. Add in the things you love to do. Okay. Put that all in one. You can do it all in one Microsoft Word document if you want to upload it. Then you can tell ChatGPT, I want to tailor this for the audience that I'm trying to get in front of, and list your audience as much as you can about that audience and say, make sure you're speaking directly to their buyer personality. Lead with the strongest part of what I have to offer so that they will continue to engage. Include words that will call them to action, and make sure that I am articulating the best experience I can create for them based on what you see here in my experience, but whatever you decide to put in there, right? And you can also say, make it sound like a human wrote it. Make the tone easy to use. Don't use acronyms. Don't use abbreviations. Don't use any colloquialisms that may be missed for people who are not in this industry, okay? What it'll do is it'll spit out something. Now I want you to tell it now. SEO optimize this profile. It's about me section. Got that? You can put that in. Oh, and then edit it. I forgot that process. Edit it how you see fit. And then just throw it right on your LinkedIn. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Okay. So step 1 is, clean up your own house, water your own grass, mow your own lawn. We got that? Good. Next, what I want you to do is I want you to start warming people up to the idea that you want to be in their ecosystem. Warm-ups, okay? Remember, that's like stretching, that's drinking water, maybe that's a quick little brisk run before your long distance run. Remember, this is a marathon, not a sprint. So I want you to consider things like looking on people's profiles, because everybody ain't for everybody. So before you go ahead and start adding people, before you go ahead and just start blindly saying, hey, I have this great offer, warm them up. Go look on their page. Do they have a post that really resonates with you? Comment. Did you all go to the same school? Get in their DMs and say, hey, Chanel, me and you both went to SIU. I'm actually working on XYZ project. I think that this would be a great addition to what you have going on. Or maybe you're not there yet. Maybe you just want to say, hey, wanted to let you know, I think what you're doing is great. Please let me know if there's any way I can ever add value or be helpful to you. Great. Leave it alone. Keep going. Step 1 is that you have to remember, you have to get to know people. I know that everybody wants to propose on the first date and live happily ever after. Statistically speaking, that's unreasonable. You cannot just you can't just get married in 3 months, 6 months after the first date that kind of thing. It does take time. It does take effort. It does take energy. And even if you get married after knowing somebody for a day, there's so much work inside the marriage. You do not trade the work. You always have to do the work if you want it to last. But the good thing is that when it's what you want and what you choose, it doesn't feel like work. Okay. Next, I want you, remember I said Sales Navigator. Okay. The reason why I want you to invest in Sales Navigator is because you can search for things in Sales Navigator like size of business, if they've ever posted on LinkedIn, if they've been mentioned in the news in the last 30 days, if they are in a certain group that you're in. And then here's my favorite. Like, say you love, who's somebody that I feel like today, let's say you love Oprah, right? You can type in Oprah and then you can just search connections of Oprah. Maybe you went to Harvard and you only want to search for people who are in the Harvard alumni group who work at businesses that are between enterprises, so 1,500 employees or more, and you're really, really interested in, people who went to Harvard, but you only want to search people who went to Harvard and are also connected to, I'm going to make this up. I don't know if this person went to Harvard, Trevor Noah. Okay. So you can search connections of Trevor Noah and you can still get all those search parameters like went to Harvard, work for an enterprise. You can also say, I only want to search for people who went to Harvard with Trevor Noah, who work for large companies in healthcare or in technology or in educational institutions. That's why you pay the extra $100, because you can niche down. Okay. You can get really specific, and then Sales Navigator will do all that for you. So you will have a list of, I don't know, let's just say 300 people who are connected to Trevor Noah, who went to Harvard University, who work for enterprises that are the size of 1,500 or more. You can do that. It can be founders, owners, and then you can also search by job title. And you can search if they have been in the industry for 10 or more years, 5 years, 20 years. You can search by education level. You can search for, so many things. So Sales Navigator lets you get much more specific. Can you start off on regular LinkedIn? Of course you can. But that $99 a month should have a very high return on investment, because then you get to your people. You get to get in front of your people. And the last thing, okay, that we love about LinkedIn is that in addition to you can search for all these people, your connection message, right? You have found all these things that you have in common with this person. So you can message them and say, hey, Chanel, we have XYZ in common. I would love to have a conversation with you about this. Or I love the work that you've been doing at this university or through this philanthropy, or your last post really resonated with me, and I feel like you should be my connection. Okay. These are all very simple things you can say, but the goal with connection messages is that they should be personalized. They should say, I see you. I want you to be a part of my community. The first message shouldn't be, I have this thing I feel like you should buy. It just doesn't land the way you want it to land. And to be frank, if you wanted to do that, you'd need so much money and so much time to cast an even wider net that niching wouldn't help you. Nothing would really help you avert cold calling. You'd have to have you'd have to have somebody on your profile 24 hours a day. They'd have to be sending hundreds of messages a day if you were trying to do like pitch slapping. We don't do that over here. We do thoughtful engagement. If you're thinking, hey, Chanel, that's great. I love all that. You broke down how to search on Sales Navigator. You've given me the confidence to at least hit that 30-day trial. But you're like, how do I maximize that trial? What do I do once I get with those people? You said say one thing to them, but how the heck do I go from hello to, are you ready to start working with me? What's that gap, right? How do I fill that gap? Me. That's what I do. I help my clients with sales and visibility. I help you get in front of the right people. I teach you how to sell to them so that you can get consistent revenue, that thought leadership that you crave. I am for first generation wealth builders who are looking to work less, earn more, and live better. Okay, if you are excited, I'm excited. I would love the opportunity to work with you. And most importantly, I want to help you make more money. That is it. I'm not saying that you need to be a billionaire. I think you deserve that. Having not spoke to you yet, I think you can make it there. But we have to get started today. Money is energy, and I am pushing out all the money manifestation and the good feels energy for you and wealth. And I need to help you be a part of that journey. I need to be the person who makes sure that you're maxing out your values and make sure that you have clarity and confidence so that when you show up, you can say, buy my book, The Wealth Shift, How to Stop Trading Time for Money for First Generation Wealth Builders. Okay, if you're a first generation wealth builder, I don't have to speak to your pain points because, hello, we already know first generation, our head is so heavy from that crown we have to wear. So it's been a pleasure. I will drop the link to book a call with me. Please make sure you do that. I believe so much in you, and I'm excited to see all the transformational wonders that we can create together. Bye.